thank you for coming all across the country and in some cases from around the world to join us for this second annual summit for America's kids and families.
There is nobody coming to save our children if we don't do it ourselves. This is a moment that we've got to stand up.
I think you have a moment here where you can shift back to an intention economy where the technology is actually working for you and helping you get something done versus just trying to keep you glued to a screen to maximize your view time.
Common Sense Media was really behind the push on both the California legislation and the New York legislation. But we need a national policy and we don't have it.
Close to 1 in 4 of our boys are being described as disabled. I'm going to suggest that maybe there's something about the school system that's disabling.
We should have our hair on fire about where our student performance is right now. Our student performance is below where it was before COVID.
The other main thing that we find is a belief across party lines that education is going to be key to solving a lot of this.
We all have them in our own lives, that teacher that talked to us in 5th grade and believed in us, and I want to do that for as many kids as possible.
This year's recipient of the Marian Wright Edelman Award, Dr. Nadine Burke-Harris.
How do we set up our community to better be health promoting for children and families?
Instead of cutting Medicaid, instead of cutting health services for kids and families, we ought to be talking about how we're going to invest in the health and well-being of our youngest citizens and, quite frankly, of all American families.
If you're not careful, then we just meat for the machines. And the children, they're the first ones to be eaten.
Transformative solidarity is the only way to go forward at this moment.
Parenting is hard. Good parenting is probably harder, and parenting in a digital age is extraordinarily difficult.
The companies are starting to make those changes, in part because the parents are demanding it.
How do we elevate student voices? And I think what it comes down to is equipping and empowering them. You give them the toolbox and then the platform. You have to actually publish those voices.
I deeply believe in this generation's ability to lead us into a bold new future.
There's only one superhero in this auditorium, and it's you.